Hi Capricorn, welcome to your March 2021 tarot reading. Now, spring is absolutely firmly in the air. I don't know if you've seen daffodils. I don't know if you have been out and seen, oh my God, crocuses. I forgot how much I love crocuses. I think it's crocuses, the purple ones. Anyway, so as a result, this month we are going to have a look at tarot readings for growth. We're going to look at how we can improve ourselves, how we can make sure that we're doing things we need to do, focusing on our life path. Now we've got 3 decks in play today. We have got the Sasuraibito Tarot, we have the Modern Spellcaster Tarot, and also the Vice Versa Tarot. So those are the 3 decks I'm using today. They will all be listed in the description box down below, so that you can check them out if you would like to. Obviously these are general readings, so they will not resonate for everybody. If it's resonating for you, fantastic. Let me know down in the comments below. If it's not resonating for you, it isn't your message. By all means, keep scrolling through YouTube and check out some more readings from other readers. They are fantastic. If you would like to book a private reading, in the description box, you will also find my email address and my Instagram handle. Now, you can contact me either way to book a private reading. You can also, while you're on Instagram, give my page a follow, because I do quite a lot of free Q&As on there as well, so you can get some good advice, some free advice. And lastly, if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button, click on the bell for the notifications, so that whenever live videos are uploaded, you can get them straight away. So Capricorn, tarot reading for growth, recorded in March 2021. Obviously it's a timeless reading. Whenever you find this reading, it's good for you. Now, your first card out you've got is the Wheel of Fortune. Now for me, this card is all about change. It's all about going with the flow. It's all about accepting our place in the grand scheme of things, of making sure that, you know, and again, it's in an upright position. So it's good that you can be open, you can be honest, you can accept what's happening. But it feels like this month, again, this is you know, like I say, it's a growth spread. Growth spread. I feel like that's a real tongue twister for me this morning. So what you can do with that is make sure that you, like, it's also a part of being honest. Like that whole thing of bearing the chest, of being open and actually being vulnerable. Because, you know, if you think about it, you know, you expose, like, what is it they say about, is it dogs? Or I think when dogs lie on their back, it's kind of a trusting thing, because they're exposing the vulnerability part of themselves, or whatever it is. I'm not a dog psychologist. Behavioural, anyway. I love dogs. So this month I think is going to be a good opportunity to be able to accept the changes as they are, and to be really honest about what changes you're maybe struggling with, what changes are going on that you're hopeful for. Just being open with people around you and making sure that you're comfortable with being seen and being heard. I think that's my general overall. Now, there is a 3 of Pentacles in reverse as well. So I think, you know, this is, again, it's going to be something that it's important to show other people where you are, but without expecting them to kind of pick up the pieces and you don't want to be reliant on them to fix what's wrong. Do you know what I mean? It feels like you accepting your place and what's good and what's bad in the moment. There can be a tendency when you're sharing that with other people to expect the burden to be lifted slightly. Like, you know, they say a problem shared is a problem halved. And to a certain degree it is. If you can show other people what you're struggling with, other people have the opportunity to step in and maybe help you. But we don't want to be reliant on that. We don't want to be showing people what's going wrong with us because we want to discharge that discomfort. We want to put it onto someone else and say, well, listen, I can't cope with this right now and I need you to deal with it on my behalf. If someone comes to you and helps you with it, brilliant, great, that's what we want. That's, you know, partnership, that's balance, that's all those good things. But we need to make sure we're not dependent on that. Now we've also got the 10 of Swords. Whoa. And I love this card, because this guy is very calm. You know, like traditionally the 10 of Swords is quite a pained character. You know, all the swords are there. This guy, he almost feels like a bit of an acupuncture situation to me, where it's like, again, it's accepting that the temporary pain that you're going through is for your own good, is going to bring about help, going to bring about change. And so I think have a look at this month where where you feel like you're kind of ready to move on. And whether that is a home situation, a house, whether it's a job, whether it is a relationship, whether it's a friendship, whatever it is, like there's a temporary feeling of struggle, but also a calm in knowing that this too shall pass. And whatever it is that you're feeling at the moment with this situation, that it will only last a certain amount of time. As an underlying message, you've got the King of Wands, who I adore. And this is someone, again, who is really confident. And this is someone who, you know, he doesn't get sidetracked by other people's opinions. He knows what he has to offer. He knows what he's about. And he doesn't need to worry about what other people think, you know, because what other people think of us is none of our business. It's their business, what they think of us. So I think, you know, whatever it is that you feel like you're going through, particularly like when you find this Ten of Swords moment, particularly when you figure out what it is that is a little bit of a struggle, you just need to remember that you can deal with it, with that King of Wands. Remember that actually everything that is thrown your way is something that you are capable of dealing with, of processing. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a good month, Capricorn. Okay, let's have a look at work. So we're going to go in with the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot to see what's coming up for you for work for this month, for your career, whether you are in work or out of work. Because I think, you know, I know there's a lot of people who are not working at the moment through either furlough, unemployment, whatever it is. So let's have a look at what's coming up for work. Okay, you've got Four of Pentacles in reverse. That one and that one. No, we'll have that one because it didn't want to go back in. Oh, okay. So we've got so we've got Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now listen, this one for me, I really like this card because actually in the upright, I feel like this is someone setting a trap, and it's not, you know, the traditional feeling of like the hoarding, you know, defensiveness. This is like literally entrapment. This is someone hoping for someone else to fail. So I'm pleased for you that that's in the reverse. And, you know, it might be that you've been, and again, I'm saying work, could just be a financial situation, but it might be that you've recently been having situations where you're waiting for someone to let you down. You're waiting for someone to set you up. You're kind of expecting that something is going to go wrong. And while there is a part of me that I think, listen, it's good to be prepared for those things. Like I always think, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Be ready. This is me talking. Being ready for things to go wrong can almost invite that stuff to go wrong. But in my head, I'm always like, right, if I prepare for the outcome, if I prepare for each eventuality mentally, if and when it happens, I won't be surprised. I'll be able to stay calm and deal with it more methodically. That's my feeling. But it feels like you're coming out of that period now with work, that, you know, you're starting to, like, maybe you've been expecting that someone's going to let you down and actually they haven't. So you kind of have to let that expectation go and think, well, you know, I felt that, you know, for example, if you felt that someone was going to do something underhanded and they haven't, maybe it was just a paranoia. Maybe it was something that was unfounded. You didn't, you know, it wasn't based on someone's behaviour. Maybe it's based on someone else's, a third party's opinion on that person. Do you know what I mean? So you kind of got that. Your next card out, which is the one that I wasn't going to take, and then it kind of came out again, is the Chariot, which is a really joyous card. So again, you being able to let go of this watching of people, this situation where you've been expecting someone to let you down, to be shady, to be underhand, whatever it is. Actually, once you let that go, things get really, really good and things start to pick up the pace, and then progress starts to be made. Now, it could be that if you've got a new business venture, that this month things are going to start to pick up, because maybe, like you say, you've been waiting for a supplier to come up with the goods and they've not, and that's what's been holding you back. And now you've kind of gone, right, okay, cool, they're going to get to me in their own time. And I can trust that, you know, that delivery was on time. So it might be saying 2 months away, 40 days away, but actually once it comes in, I know it's good, so I can start advertising, build the business. Then we've got Two of Cups, joy, joy, joy. So again, and listen, in a work relationship, a work situation, it feels like this is more about partnerships and balance. And whether that is, like I say, it's dealing with other people within the business. Now that could be people that you have within your department, literally in the same business but in a different department. It could be suppliers, it could be customers, whatever it is. It feels like the balance starts to get a bit more in sync, a bit more balanced, a bit more stable, and actually the stress becomes less. However, the only thing is we have got the Five of Cups here. So I feel like there is something around your work which is a little bit in sabotage mode, because this for me isn't, you know, the traditional, like normally the Five of Cups is just the cups have fallen over and the person can't see the two cups that are behind. This is someone, like, I actually think a bit spiteful, whereas like these three cups have gone. So it's like, well, hang on a minute, I'm getting rid of these two. If those three have gone, I don't want any of it. I'm tipping them all away. Now, what can you do about that? If someone, you know, if there's someone around you who is being a bit, this is where it kind of circles back to this whole Four of Pentacles, where it's like someone, you've been waiting for someone to fail, and then it's actually you that's kind of sabotaging yourself. And you got the Star in reverse. So listen, if you feel that there's a point where you start to sabotage things, maybe if you think, you know, things are not working out how you wanted to, so you start to kind of put the dampeners on stuff and go, well, you know, it's not working out, so I'm not going to pursue it anymore. I'm just going to throw it out, throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's the kind of phrase I'm going for. Just be careful of that. Anyway, right, Capricorn, what can we look forward to for this month? What can we get excited about? Oh, come on, one more card, please. That is not something to be excited about. I feel like there's going to be some sorrow this month, and that is not something to be excited about. That is, do you know what? It comes back to the good luck, bad luck, who knows situation. Oh my God, Five of Pentacles as well. So listen, I think there is going to be some tough times this month. Now, I'm not saying that's going to be a breakup. I'm not saying it's going to be a loss of a job, a loss of a person. But there's something which it needs to be addressed and felt. And this might, you know, it might be something that actually, because it's a look forward to situation, I feel like it's actually more something that you've been avoiding dealing with. Something that you've been not processing, because then on the bottom of the deck you've got the Four of Cups, which for me in that view is always party's over. It's time to move on, time to deal with it. You've had the fun here, you've done what you needed to do, and it's time to kind of make that move and like get on the ship and go. Underneath that you've then got the Nine of Cups, which is lovely. So listen, there is goodness to come out of it. Temperance, yeah. So finding the balance again. We won't keep going on the bottom of the deck. But it feels to me like there's been something you've been blocking out a little bit and not processing, in the way of hurt, in the way of sorrow. And I think this month there is going to be a point where you finally address it, and it's going to be tough, it's going to be hard, it's going to be a struggle. But once you've felt it, once you've processed it, you will be able to move on. You will be able to pick up the pieces, and you will be able to find what it is that you want and really reconnect with that Nine of Cups, with what it is that you want, and start dreaming again and start putting plans in place. But unfortunately, I think you're going to have to go through that sorrow first. Anyway, I hope that helps. If you would like to go into any more details, please book a private reading. My email and my Instagram are in the description box down below. If not, take care, and I'll see you next month. Bye bye.